Hello everyone, this is Swati Pandey, student teacher of Army Institute of Education, and in this video we are going to discuss about the topic environmental issues. Environmental issues are any such issues that are created by human activity and can cause harm to environment. Now just look into what are the major environmental issues. They are human overpopulation, hydrological issues, nuclear issues, land use issues, intensive farming and agriculture, climate change, environmental health hazards, environmental pollution and degradations. Human overpopulation is mainly deal with less number of land but the more number of people. It's created the more consume of natural resources, and this will ultimately lead to population and pollution too, and its affect the environment in many ways. Human overpopulation has effects such as scaling biophysical carrying capacity, land degradation and land conflicts, inappropriate waste disposal, water scarcity and water conflicts. Hydrological issues is mainly related to water issues, and the water bodies are affected by the human activities. The quality of water in reservoir are affected in many ways, and they also is there is also shortage of water. Some of the hydrological issues are environmental impact of reservoir, affected drainage pattern, flooding, landfills, water scarcity for drinking and other uses. As we can see that the management of water is not good in our country, which can lead in some areas there is drought and in some areas it's flood. Now just look into the nuclear issues. The uprising use of nuclear energy is not only an alternative of energy resource, it also a threat to environment of many reasons, and the possibility of mass destruction of the life and environment wealth due to the possibility of nuclear war cannot be ignored. Nuclear issues are nuclear fallout, nuclear meltdown, nuclear radiation, nuclear accidents, radioactive waste management, nuclear power, and weapons. Land use issues. Land use issues have been defined as the arrangement, activity, and the input people undertake in certain land coverage that to produce, change, or maintain it. The most wide land use sector in Bangladesh are agriculture and settlement. Land use issues are habit loss, land degradation and pollution, urban heat, land deforestation is this all leads to the land issues. Intense farming and agriculture. Intense farming and agriculture is a kind of farming or agriculture where a lot of money and labor are used to increase the yield that can be obtained per area of land. The use of large amount of pesticides of crops and the medication for animal stock is common. This also lead to the land pollution and the shortage of resources. The death of animals causes a very heat effect in environment and climate change. Intensive agriculture, some of the reasons are overgrazing, pasticulture, overuse of pesticides, overuse of fertile land, and ta- tail drainage. And these activities lead to climate change. Climate change is a change in global or regional climate pattern, in particular, a change apart from the mild to late 20th century onwards and attribute largely to the increased level of the atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of the fossil fuel. Climate change issues includes global warming, sea level rise, habitat loss, ocean acidification, thermal expansion, ice melting, urban heat land, icelands, climate climate complications and hazards. Environmental health refers to the influence of human health and diseases. Environment in this context means think, things in the nature in natural environment like air, water and soil, and also all the physical climate chemical, biological and social features of our surroundings. Environmental health includes asthma, birth defect, developmental disabilities, endocrine disruption, lead poisoning, radiation risk, etc. Now let's come to hazards. Hazards is an agent which has the potentiality to cause harm to a vulnerable target. The three types of hazards are hydrological hazards, meteorological hazards, and geological hazards. Hydrological hazards leads to flood, waterlogging. Meteorological hazard leads to blizzard, cyclones, drought, hailstorm, water waves, etc. And geological are volcanic eruption, earthquake, tsunami, erosion, and landslides. And these are the examples of hazards. Environmental pollution and degradation. Information pollution viewed as the release of substances and energy as waste product of human activity which result in harmful change within the natural environment. Environmental degradation is the de- deterioration of the environment through depletion of resources such as air, water, and soil. The destruction of destruction of ecosystem, habit destruction, the extension of wildlife, and pollution. It defined as the many change or disturbance to the environment which leads to the environmental pollution. The types of environment pollution are air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution, heat pollution, and radioactive pollutions. Air pollution, which are mainly related to the impurity of air. Air pollution refers to the extent of foreign Air pollution refers to the entrance of foreign element into the atmosphere. Water pollution. Water pollution, the effects are lack of fresh drinking water and the water destruction of ecosystem. This leads to water pollution. Land pollution mostly occur due to the land filling of non-degradable elements, soil waste disposal, and toxic chemicals in the soil. As a result, soil fertility loss, which ultimately leads to land pollution. Now come to noise pollution. Noise pollution is the distraction of noise with harmful effect on the activity of human or animal life. The horns and the loudspeaker which leads to the noise pollution, and it also causes many health problems. Heat pollution. Heat or thermal pollution is the degradation of water quality by any process that changes ambient water temperature. Common cause of thermal pollution is the use of water as a coolant by power plant and in industrial manufacture. Effects are deg- decrease of DO, biodiversity loss, and toxication. Radioactive pollution. It refers to the physical pollution of air, water, and other by radioactive material. The natural radiation are also known as the background radiation. Sources are nuclear plant, medical waste, meaning meaning coal ashes, etc. And this and some of the diseases which are caused by radioactive pollution are skin burn, cancer, destruction of the cell, genetic effects. Thank you. These all are the issues which related to environment, and we really need to look into the look, look into these issues and do our best at our level to minimize these issues in our environment. Thank you.